So, what you're going to use is you're going to use a mop brush. Mop brush is a watercolor brush. It's a very soft brush. And so it also holds water, holds a lot of water, watercolor. Okay, so what you're going to do is, first of all, you're going to choose your colors and put some colors in your little cups here. And not very much. You don't want to put a lot. Maybe just, maybe like just, well, let's see here. You're going to stay with cool colors?
Yeah.
Okay, so you want to stay with cool colors, all right. This is pretty strong, so probably we're going to add just a little bit of water to it. Very strong watercolor. So, this is what you want to do is just put just a little bit of water. We don't want to water, you know, make it like so neutral it's not going to be bright enough, but we do want to make it just a little bit of water, because this is so strong that it's almost too strong. Okay, so the idea is you're just going to, whatever you want to do on this piece of paper, all right? There you go. Okay. Because you're going to use Q-tips, you're going to also use a spray bottle, and you're also going to use a couple other things to use to create the texture.
And this is what?
That's just to wipe your brushes off. That's to wipe your brush off. So, for instance, you know, if you wash your brush in here, this water is relative. This is clean water. Keep that water clean, because that you don't want to get muddy. Okay?
Yes.
So just go play. Just experiment. Experiment. That's the thing.
What did you say?
Now this is actually when you actually work with the alcohol, you're going to use both Q-tips. You're going to use both Q-tips. You're going to use eyedroppers. Like, for instance, you're going to put some, the dropper here, you're going to put some alcohol in the eyedropper and take and drop it. And you'll be able to, it's cool, it's very cool. It creates an interesting, kind of like a fish eye look to it. So anyway, this is totally
And this is formless.
Huh?
It's no form that I'm putting down.
No, not really, not really. Just totally abstract. Yeah, just remember, those are the colors you're using, and that's why you're using compatible colors. You don't want any color to blend together or bleed together that is not compatible. Now we're also going to use two different kinds of alcohol. This is
this the right
This
text?
is denatured alcohol, which is a little stronger. Yeah, just keep going.
I mean, it's the darkest.
Uh-huh.
So this is a turquoise?
Yeah, you can put your darker green? Yeah, you can put your green beside it, or you can leave some white showing, whatever you want to do. I'm not going to tell you how to do this.
And then this is the dirty.
Yeah, that's to wash your brush. Uh-huh. And then wipe it a little bit, and then start over with a new color.
Okay, and that's the green.
Uh-huh.
And this would be a blue or blue.
Yeah.
Okay.
And
oh. Great.
yeah. It's a fun technique. And once you get the hang of it, and you get kind of loose with it, you don't get so much have so much fear about it, you'll be surprised at how wonderful it is. That's the alcohol that you're going to use with Q-tips. This is the alcohol that you're going to use with spray bottle. Each is going to create a different effect. And even each alcohol is going to create a different effect. Now, my husband actually mentioned denatured alcohol this morning when I was talking, well, actually yesterday when he picked my alcohol up. I said, I need alcohol. He said, well, what kind of alcohol is it? Then I had to go through all the different alcohols. Now, he actually went through that because he's a chemist. So he knew, you know, like, okay, what kind of alcohol do you want? Well, you know what, I want this for a project, so just get alcohol. Oh, what kind of alcohol? But he's also the one when I told him I need gin. I don't drink. He said, what do you need gin for? I said, well, I need to use it for an art project. He said, well, honey, there's gin in the kitchen. Just get a little gin from there. Well, I didn't know there was a difference between expensive gin and not so expensive gin.
Oh, okay.
I took his $20 bottle of gin.
Did it matter with the effect?
But yeah, it mattered. It's expensive. It's
but
expensive.
was it good? Was it a good technique?
Oh yeah, it's a wonderful technique. I mean, but you don't need expensive gin to do a transfer. Oh no, oh no. That transfer I showed you, that was done with regular gin. And you know what? Next Christmas, that same Christmas, I got myself a bottle of gin for Christmas from from the family because they heard the story.
That's funny.
Yeah, it is funny. It was funny. But gin is a wonderful, and I actually it's so funny because I have these different artists that go to the liquor store to get gin because that's what they use.
Do they sell the mini bottles here in this?
No, you have to get the big bottles.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, but you know what? They last forever. So I've got
Yeah.
a bottle of gin downstairs that's, as long as you keep the cap on, it lasts forever. Yeah, it's very, it can be very expensive. All right, let's see. This is the denatured alcohol. Now, you got what you want to do. Let me show you. I'm just going to demonstrate here. See? That's the effect. And it depends on how wet your watercolor is. So you're going to have to experiment with this until you get it the way you want it. So if your watercolor is wet, it's going to work a lot better. So, you know, as you wet your...
As you wet,
You know what, you can also take a spray bottle. Let me get a regular spray bottle and we'll wet it before you do your alcohol. There are no, you know, certain effects. All the effects are individual, so there are no rules to this. Okay. When you're ready to do the alcohol, you can just lightly spray. Okay. Just kind of lightly spray over where you want your...
And this is water you're spraying?
Yeah, this is just regular water. Okay? So then you start using different things like the Q-tips, and this is the spray bottle. And,
so this is alcohol?
They're all alcohol. Yeah.
And you spritzed it off of it?
Well, I
You
just
let it
experiment.
sort of
Just
drop,
experiment.
right?
Yeah. Here, you want to use also, this is another way of doing it. Whoops. Wrong one. Oops, that thing is not going to work. That eye dropper's not working here. See? There. That cool? So as you play with it, you just play with it, and the one each time you do this, you're going to get a different kind of effect. Like all these are done with watercolor and alcohol, but they're all different. Even the color may be the same. The way I use the color is always going to be different. The way the alcohol is affected by the color is always going to be different. Now, if you want to, you can also take a little bit of, say, your Q-tip and put some more watercolor somewhere, like play with the watercolor too, and then put the alcohol over the wet watercolor, and just do kind of a experiment. Just think of it as science. Think of this as science. Seriously, art is very similar to science. Okay.
It does inside.
Yeah, just play. Experiment. You know, that's the cool thing about art, is that I'm constantly telling my group about the importance of experimenting. Even when you think, in fact, especially, when you think that it's not going according to your own expectations, it's still a part of the experiment. And the thing is that oftentimes I will start something one way and it'll completely be this complete different results. But the results will be better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But see, in school,
They don't teach you that.
No.
They teach you limited ways of thinking. But see, art doesn't fit in there.
No.
It doesn't fit. And when people try to make it fit, it doesn't work. Because creativity is a free-flowing, very spontaneous kind of process. And so, oh, that's gorgeous.
Nice.
Yeah. Now you can put on a stronger coat of watercolor on one of the areas. You might want to play with, say, putting more color on here, or more color. Yeah, darken some of your color. Yeah, make some.
I'm having fun with this.
That's it. That's exactly what I want you to do. Exactly, and that's the main thing. If you have fun, that's all that matters. And you learn something. Those are my 2 goals.